February 2018. A review of documents recovered from a search of Manafort's electronic documents demonstrates additional contacts with administration officials. So they say they have the juice to
yeah,
say
and
he made the contact.
Much of the Manafort material should not really present a threat to the White House. I mean, look, Manafort was like a perpetual motion machine of criminal conduct. I mean, he was committing crimes all over the globe. And a lot of this goes to those transactions, those dealings totally unrelated to the Trump campaign or the White House. It's that section that you just referenced, which is a serious problem. We already know that there is this defense agreement that existed and was continued to be used between Manafort and the White House after his plea. That's exceptionally rare. I mean,
of course, he had one too, or has one.
That's right. But Manafort was a cooperating witness meeting with prosecutors, and according to reports, his counsel was relaying what the prosecutors were asking him about. Now, this goes one step further, and this is suggesting direct contacts approved by Manafort to speak with members of the administration. This is where it gets sporty if you dig deeper. That is, Mueller could be trying to develop a serious obstruction case here. Manafort was a cooperating witness with the special counsel. If there was any agreements going back and forth about his curtailing information, withholding information, that would be on all fours an obstruction case. That would be, no one would doubt that as a definition. Now, here's the problem. There's a crime-fraud exception to privilege arguments. If Mueller argues that what they were doing was using that defense agreement or other types of communications to undermine his investigation, a judge could strip them of privilege, and you could have a bunch of attorneys being put on the stand.
Which is fascinating, because there's not only Manafort and possibly mining information and giving it back to administration officials, but in the beginning of the filing on Cohen, it says that he voluntarily comes into the special counsel, and they determined, based on the evidence that they had, that he was lying. And then eventually he turns, realizes how much hot water he's in, and starts telling the truth.
Well, actually, the one part that I could imagine Michael Flynn must be grinding his teeth in reading was a footnote where he says, they say, well, basically Cohen came in and just lied all over the place. And then he came back to federal investigators, and then he just corrected it. And you could see Michael Flynn reading this going, okay, well,
what happened to me?
What happened to me? And they just basically brushed it off, said, well, he came back and he basically said sorry and corrected it.